Dear children, welcome back to the class. How are you all children? The last class I said, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Have the fear of Lord. Good. We are learning history lesson 2 from trade to territory. In that, the previous class we learned Anglo-Mysore Wars. Let us recap what we have learned in the previous class. The previous class we learned Mysore and resistance to British expansion. Mysore, one of the great kingdom in south of India, which was ruled by Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan. Both of them were formidable enemy to the English. And we learned the first Anglo-Mysore War, which was happened 1767 to 69. The causes was Hyder Ali's growing power and his friendly relationship with the French became a matter of concern for the British. That's why they made alliance with the Marathas, the Nizam, and the triple alliance was against Hyder Ali. What happened in that? General Joseph Smith, who led the English force, was defeated by Hyder Ali in 1769. And there was a treaty signed between the English and Hyder Ali. There is Treaty of Madras. According to the treaty, both of them returned the places conquered by them. And what was the important agreement between them? Both must help each other in case of any foreign attack on them. That was the main cause for the second Anglo-Mysore War. According to the first Anglo-Mysore War, in Treaty of Madras, English promised Hyder Ali to help him. But the second Anglo-Mysore War happened in 1780 to 84. The main reason was that when Marathas attacked Hyder Ali in 1769, the English did not come forward to help Hyder Ali. And also the British people, they captured Maghai, which was a French settlement. So the two were the important reasons for the second Anglo-Mysore War. And it happened in the year 1780 to 84. British General Sir Eyre Hoot, he defeated Hyder Ali at Porto Nova and one more place at Solinger, but Hyder Ali died due to cancer. After that, was the war ended? No. It was continued by his son, great son Tipu Sultan, who was as brave as his father. He captured Brigadier Matthew and the supreme commander of the British forces, and along with his soldiers, in 1783 it was happened. So there was a treaty signed between Tipu Sultan and the British that was called the Treaty of Mangalore in 1784. According to that treaty, both of them returned the conquered territories. And at the time, who was the Governor General of British in India? Warren Hastings. And he made the consolidated the British dominion in India. Even the British lost their colonies in America to the French people. Here in India, Warren Hastings consolidated the British power in India. This class we are going to learn the next two Anglo-Mysore Wars, the third Anglo-Mysore War and the fourth Anglo-Mysore War. The third Anglo-Mysore War, which was happened between the British and the Mysore ruler Tipu Sultan. Let us see what were the causes for the third Anglo-Mysore War. The duration of the war was 1792. The causes of the war was Tipu Sultan, he tried to seek alliance of foreign powers with the France people and the Turkey people. Alliance means unity with the other people to defeat the British. Tipu Sultan sought help from the France and Turkish. They are the foreign people. Tipu attacked Trivandrum in 1789. The rule of Trivandrum was under the control of the British people. So the two reasons. One is Tipu sought help from foreign peoples. Who are the foreign people? They were the France and the Turkey people. And also Tipu, he attacked Trivandrum, which was under the control of the British people. So to defeat Tipu Sultan, the English made triple alliance with the Nizam, Marathas. So always the Marathas and Nizam, they are on dilemma, either on Tipu side or on the English side. The previous, in the second Anglo-Mysore War, the Marathas and the Nizam were on the side of the Hyder Ali. Now again in the third Anglo-Mysore War, these two people, they went on the side of the British. So there was a triple alliance made by the British with Nizam and Marathas against the Tipu Sultan. So what are the causes for the third Anglo-Mysore War? Tipu sought help from the France and Turkey people, and also he attacked Trivandrum. So the two reasons were led to the third Anglo-Mysore War. The triple alliance was made by the British with the Nizam and the Marathas to defeat Tipu Sultan. So let us see what happened during the war. The course of the war. Course of the war means what were the events happened during the war. They are known as the course of the war. So Tipu, he didn't get help from anyone, so he had to fight alone. So the war was gone for 2 years, 1792, 1792. The duration of the Third Anglo-Mysore War was 1792, 1792. Tipu didn't get help from anyone, but he was so brave enough to fight alone. For 2 years he fought alone, and it was gone in 3 phases. So the attack of the English under General Madras, it was failed because Tipu Sultan got success over English General Madras. And in December 1790, Cornwallis, he was the Governor General of British at the time. He was a great army leader also. So he himself took the army in his hands and he captured the hill forts of the Tipu Sultan. All these hill forts are surrounding Srirangapatnam, which was the capital of Mysore, and Cornwallis tried to capture Srirangapatnam. So if the capital was captured by an enemy king, then the kingdom would seems to be failed. So that's why Cornwallis, he tried to capture Srirangapatnam, and he attacked all the hill forts which were surrounding the Srirangapatnam. So Tipu felt desperate. Desperate means helpless, and he opened a negotiation with the English, and he agreed to sign a treaty. So the treaty was signed at Srirangapatnam. So the Third Anglo-Mysore War came to an end by the Treaty of Srirangapatnam. It seems to be the victory for the British people, because Cornwallis was a great general and also a warrior. He tried to capture Srirangapatnam and surrounded that by attacking the hill forts around the Srirangapatnam. So there's a treaty signed. The treaty was called as the Treaty of Srirangapatnam. The Second Anglo-Mysore War came to an end by signing a treaty between the British and Tipu Sultan at Srirangapatnam. So it is known as Treaty of Srirangapatnam in the year 1792. So it was success to the British only. Tipu surrendered half of his kingdom to the British people. And also he agreed to pay 3.6 crores of rupees to the English as a war indemnity. That's a fine to meet the expenses the British met in the war. Tipu agreed to pay how much? 3.6 crores. And he surrendered 2 of his sons to the British people as a hostages. Hostages means the security on condition. These two are the sons of Tipu Sultan who were given as hostages. They had to work under the British as a security for them. And also the British acquired many places like Malabar, Gurk, Dindukal, and another old name of Parmahal. Parmahal means Coimbatore and Salem are together known by the name. All these places were given to the British people. So only Tipu got half of his kingdom with him. The Third Anglo-Mysore War, which was happened during 1790 to 92, came to an end with the Treaty of Srirangapatnam. What are the causes of this war? Tipu seek alliance with the foreign powers, the French and the Turkey, and he attacked Travancore. That were the two were the main reasons for the Third Anglo-Mysore War. In the English, they made alliance with Nizam and Marathas, and Tipu didn't get support from anyone. He fought alone for 2 years, and he was attacked by General Madras, but it was failed for the English. But later on in 1719, who took the army in his hand? Cornwallis, the great Governor General of English. He took the army in his hand and he tried to capture Srirangapatnam by capturing all the hill forts around Srirangapatnam. That was a great loss to Tipu Sultan, so he felt desperate, helpless, and he opened a negotiation to sign a treaty. The Treaty of Srirangapatnam was signed in the year 1792. And according to the treaty, Tipu surrendered half of his kingdom to the British people, paid 3.6 crore rupee as a war indemnity, and also surrendered 2 of his sons as hostages to the English people. And the British, they got important places like Malabar, Gurk, Dindukal, and Baramahal. Baramahal means that's a Coimbatore, and Salem were known as Baramahal at that time. So it seems to be a success to the British people. Do you think that Tipu left then without fighting against the British? No, he didn't go backward. He wanted to capture again all the places which he lost in the Third Anglo-Mysore War. Once again, he wanted to prove himself as a great leader of India. So it led to the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. Let us see about the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War, but it is a very short and decisive war. The Fourth Anglo-Mysore War, it has happened only 1 year because Tipu didn't succeed in getting success. He died at the end of this war. What are the causes for the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War? So Tipu Sultan, he lost half of his empire to the British people according to Treaty of Srirangapatnam in 1792 to the British. He didn't want to give up his places, so he wanted to get back all the places what he lost in the Third Anglo-Mysore War. For that purpose, he sought alliance with many people. That's Arabia people, Turkey people, Afghanistan people, and French people. And also he asked help from Napoleon, who was the great leader, and he invaded Egypt at that time. Tipu Sultan asked help from him also. And the French officers, they came to Srirangapattinam, and they, in the support of Tipu Sultan, they founded a club called by the name Jacobin Club, and they planted a tree, and the tree was named as Treaty of Liberty. Liberty means freedom. So all these irritated the British people, and at that time the British Governor General was Wellesley. He declared war against Tipu in 1799. So what are the causes for the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War? The Third Anglo-Mysore War, Tipu lost most of his places to the British people. He did not forget that Treaty of Srirangapatnam, how it was humiliating him. He wanted to get back all the places what he lost in the Third Anglo-Mysore War. For that purpose, he asked help from 4 of the foreign people: Arabia, Turkey, Afghanistan, and French. And also he made communications with Napoleon, who was a great leader of world at that time. And the French, in support of Tipu Sultan, they came to Srirangapatnam and they founded their club called by the name Jacobin Club at there. And also a tree was planted there. What is the name of the tree? Tree of Liberty. Liberty means freedom. All these irritated the British. So the Governor General of British at that time was Lord Wellesley. He declared war against Tipu Sultan in 1799. So let us see what happened during the war. So course of the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. Mysore was attacked from 2 sides. At that time, the Governor General of British was Wellesley. He declared war on Tipu in 1799. The war was very short but a decisive war. Decisive war means the worst war in the Indian history. So as well planned, Mysore was attacked by 2 British army. One is Bombay Army and another one is Madras Army. Bombay Army was under the control of General Stewart, which attacked Mysore from the west side. And Madras Army, which was under the control of the Governor General's brother Arthur Wellesley. He attacked it from south side and he captured Srirangapattinam. So Wellesley, he declared war on Tipu in 1799. And how many armies were attacked by the British? Tipu Sultan by the British were 2 armies. One is Bombay Army and another one is Madras Army. Bombay Army from the west side and Madras Army from the south side. And Bombay Army was led by General Stewart and Madras Army was led by Arthur Wellesley. So on 4th May 1799, Srirangapatnam was captured by the English people. So as the capital was captured, it led to the defeat to the Tipu Sultan, but he fought very bravely. He didn't give up till his death. And he was killed finally. So the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War ended with no treaty as Tipu was dead. And the whole Mysore just lay down in the hands of the British people. So when I was speaking about Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, both were very brave people, and they didn't give up till their death in front of the British. And when Hyder Ali died and Tipu Sultan died, the British led a great grief that their great enemy were dead, like that. So Mysore was completely under the control of the British people. So what happened to Mysore after this war? Let us see that. The Fourth Anglo-Mysore War ended with the death of Tipu Sultan. So after the war, the complete whole Mysore came under the control of the British. Tipu's family were taken to Vellore Fort and they were imprisoned there. Let us see what happened to Mysore after the war. The English got many places: Canara, Wayanad, Coimbatore, Tharapuram and Srirangapatnam, which were under the control of the Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, now came under the control of the English. And all these important places of Mysore. What are the important places? Canara, Wayanad, Coimbatore, Tharapuram and Srirangapatnam, all were taken under the control of the English. And the small part of Mysore consolidated as a small kingdom. And that kingdom was given to Krishna Raja Udaya, who was a former Hindu royal family, was brought to the throne. You may remember that Hyder Ali was not born as a king. He worked as a soldier under the Hindu ruler who ruled Mysore. From him only he got the throne of Mysore. So now the British, they found the person, Krishnaraja Udayar, who came under the Hindu royal family and gave the small kingdom of Mysore to him, and they gave him the throne. Important places of Mysore were captured by that people. Okay, and what happened to Tipu's family? Tipu's family were taken to the fort. So after the war, the English occupied the important places of the Mysore, Kannada, Wayanad, Coimbatore, Darapuram and Srirangapatnam, and the small kingdom of Mysore was given to Krishnaraja Udayar. Who was he? He was the follower of the former Hindu royal family. What happened to Tipu's family? Tipu's family were taken. Tipu, wife and his relatives, his sons, and some of the sons, those who were given as the hostages, all of them were taken and to the fort, Vellore fort, and they were all not allowed to move freely from the fort, and they were all completely under the control of the British. The children of Tipu Sultan were spent their childhood days only in the prison, in the Vellore fort prison, and they were not as clever or they were not as brave as his father, because of the childhood was spent in Vellore fort. That was the main motto of the British. That's why they kept them in the Vellore fort. So children, in this class we have learnt Third Anglo-Mysore War and Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. How did the great empire in South India, the Mysore, came under the control of the British people after the death of Tipu Sultan. So let us recall the Third Anglo-Mysore War. What are the causes? Tipu Sultan, he made alliance with the French people and Turkey people, and he attacked Travancore in 1789, which was under the control of the British people. So British made triple alliance with the Nizam and Marathas. And the war was happened for 2 years. Tipu fought alone against the British. First, the attack made by General Madras was failed. And in 1790, Cornwallis, he took the army in his hand and he tried to capture Srirangapatnam. For that purpose, he captured the hill forts of Tipu Sultan. So Tipu felt desperate and he opened a negotiation with the English people. Treaty of Srirangapatnam was signed in the year 1792. So the Third Anglo-Mysore War came to an end with the Treaty of Srirangapatnam. According to that, Tipu surrendered half of his kingdom to the British people, and 3.6 crores was paid by him to the English, and also the English got Malabar, Gurk, Dindigul and also Coimbatore and Salem. And Tipu wanted to get rid of this, get revenge for the Third Anglo-Mysore War, especially for the Treaty of Srirangapatnam, in which he lost most of his empire to the British. So he made alliance with Arabia, Turkey, Afghanistan and the French, and also he made communications with Napoleon. And the French people, they came to Srirangapatnam and helped Tipu Sultan, found a club for him, which was known as Jacobin Club, and they planted a tree of liberty. All these were the causes for the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. At the time, the English general was Lord Wellesley. In 1799, he announced war against Tipu Sultan. And the war was very short and decisive because Tipu Sultan was greatly attacked by two great generals. One is General Stewart from Bombay Army and from the West, and also Governor General of General's brother Arthur Wellesley from Madras Army from the South. Both of them attacked Mysore and they captured Srirangapatnam. So on 4th May 1799, Srirangapatnam was completely captured by the British army. But even Tipu fought very bravely. He was killed. So that was one of the black incident happened in the Indian history. So after his death, the British thought that a great enemy was dead. Tipu Sultan and Hyder Ali, who were till their death, they were the formidable enemies to the British people. And Mysore was completely came under the hands of the British. So the English, they have captured important places, Kannada, Wayanad, Coimbatore, Darapuram and Srirangapatnam under their control. And the remaining places of Mysore were consolidated as a small empire, and it was given to Krishnaraja Udayar, who was one of the hereditary person of the Hindu royal family. And what happened to Tipu's family? That was taken to Vellore fort, and his children and his family members were imprisoned there. So children, hope that you understood the concept of the 4 Anglo-Mysore Wars. Go through the classes carefully. Read the lesson from your book. If you read the lesson, it is very interesting to read, and you can understand the concept well better if you read it properly. And try to find the one-word answers by yourself. There is a small video below following this. Enjoy that and do the assignment also. Thank you, children.
Third Anglo-Mysore War was fought between 1790 to 1792. The battlefield was Travancore, and it came to end with the Treaty of Srirangapatnam. The Third Anglo-Mysore War was caused by an attack on Travancore by Tipu Sultan because he had differences with the Raja of Travancore in 1790. The English declared war against Tipu Sultan, supporting the ruler of Travancore. They were held by the Maratha and Nizam's troops under the English army, which was led by Cornwallis and marched towards Seringapatnam in 1792. Tipu offered tough resistance, but eventually signed the Treaty of Seringapatnam in March 1792, resulting in the surrender of nearly half of Mysore territory to the victorious allies in Third Anglo-Mysore War. Tipu also had to pay a war indemnity of over 3 crore rupees. The British hence acquired the areas of Baramhal, Dindigul and Malabar. The Marathas gained territory on the Tungabhadra side. The Nizam acquired territories stretching from River Krishna to beyond the Pennar. The consequences of this war is the war has resulted in a sharp curtailment of Mysore's borders to the advantage of the Marathas, the Nizam of Hyderabad and the Madras Presidency. The districts of Malabar, Salem, Bellary and Anandapur were ceded to the Madras Presidency. The last war in the series is the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War, happened in 1799. The Fourth Anglo-Mysore War was a conflict in the South India between the Kingdom of Mysore against the British East India Company and the Hyderabad Deccan in 1798-99. The venue is South India and the year the battle happened is 1799. Under Wellesley, the Governor General of English, it was demanded that Tipu Sultan give up his friendship with the French. In the fourth war between Anglo-Mysore, Tipu Sultan died. English fought with the Marathas and the Nizam support in battlefield along with their own forces from Madras and Bombay converging. In 1799, Seringapatnam was taken and Tipu Sultan died fighting with the war. Afterwards, Wellesley restored the Mysore kingdom to the old Wadayar dynasty, after appropriating large portions of it for distribution among its allies Marathas, Nizams and the company. The consequences of this are: the Fourth Mysore War was the last of the Anglo-Mysore Wars. An indirect control of the capital of Tipu Sultan, Seringapatnam and Mysore came under the hands of the British. They re-established the Wadayar dynasty to the Mysore throne. Fatah Ali, Tipu's young successor, was sent into exile. The kingdom of Mysore became a princely state of British India. The members of the family of Tipu Sultan were kept at Vellore and later they were deported to Calcutta. Tipu Sultan was the only Indian ruler who recognized the importance of economic strength as foundation of military strength. He established embassies to France, Turkey to develop foreign trade. He became a part of Jacobean Club by planting the Tree of Liberty at his capital, Seringapatnam.